Hey, what's good, fam? It's Tuesdays with Tawana. Thank you for joining on today. I am Dr. Tad, your host and your curator. Let me know if my sound is coming in okay and the internet and all that. We're here for another Tuesday, another conversation, another opportunity to build community, one Womanist episode at a time. A few housekeeping items and disclaimers. Although I have the honor and the divine honor to be a part of various organizations, this platform is solely Dr. Tad and Dr. Tad's viewpoints, inviting you into a dialogue and into conversation, and does not represent any of the other organizations that I am a part of or affiliated with. And if you are joining us for the first time, welcome, whether you're watching live or you'll catch the rebroadcast on any of your podcast platforms, because this vodcast is then turned into a podcast. And it's also on YouTube and Instagram and on LinkedIn. So we are building community the best we can, spreading the word, creating sacred spaces for us to have conversations and a dialogue about things that's going on, whether they're serious, funny, life-changing, life-altering, life-threatening. We are here to talk about it all. And today, our topic is limiting beliefs versus limitless self. So welcome to September. I can't believe we are in September. We are in the throes of ending this third quarter and going into the fourth quarter, which brings us closer to the end of 2023. Time is just going by so quickly, and it seems as if time is just elusive. I can't catch up. I can't catch it. Can't do it. Hey, brother Larry, always good to see you. Thank you for always joining. So if you are joining us for the first time, please feel free, if you're watching live, put your questions, thoughts, ideas in the comments, and I will read those comments to insert your voice into this narrative. I can talk for 30 minutes straight, but building community is not all about me. It's about we. It's about us. Hey, Mother Carolyn. It's about us. So I would love to hear from you and, to talk about what's on your mind and, create this sacred space of vulnerability and healing and sharing. And those are all elements of building community. Trust, authenticity, showing up in your full self, and helping you to learn what your full self is. Some of us are still learning, whether we're young adults or older adults or seasoned adults. It's always an opportunity to learn. So let's chop it up today about limiting beliefs and limitless self, two opposite ideologies, if you will, and there are some commonalities that, depending on the definition, that can apply to both worlds. But we have the power to create the definition in a way that speaks life and honors who we are, and creates a sacred space for us to grow and to learn and to be the best that we can be in any space that we present ourselves. So before we begin, I do want to pause and talk about two things. One, September is Childhood Cancer Month. So we want to honor and remember and pray and create spaces of healing and access for our children who are dealing with childhood cancer. Because the complexity, the further complexity of childhood cancer is, I'm an adult. I'm an adult when I want to be. I'm an adult. I, work or had to work hard to get some sort of coverage while I was diagnosed, and had a great village and community. So what I want to remind you of today with childhood cancer, the child who is in the process of healing is up against all the societal ills that the parent or the caregiver has to go through in order to provide more than adequate care for their child. It can be scary at times. If you don't have the access for yourself, how do you then create that access for your child? If your health insurance barely covers you, now you have to contend with all of the treatments and the different teams of doctors and all the scans and all the doctor's appointments that can cost so much. So let us remember not only the children, and send love and light and healing to the children dealing and healing in the process of healing from childhood cancer. Let us remember the caregivers. Let us remember the parent or the parents or relatives or whoever is, the person in charge of the child's healing. Hey, Tamika. Good to see you, Tammy. I can't believe I called you Tamika. Oh, what's wrong with me today? Let us keep that in mind. So I invite you to just take a deep breath at some point in time during the month of September and breathe in all of the adverse things that a child and a caregiver has to go through, and then breathe out loving energy, speaking their names if you know their names. Don't worry, Tammy, I won't do it again. As you're speaking their names, and if you don't know their names, just send positive energy. That energy will connect with their energy as they are in the process of healing. I don't do, comparison is from the pit of hell. So I'm not comparing childhood cancer to adult cancer. Yet I am acknowledging the added layers onto childhood cancer and the barriers that impact not only the child, but those that are called to provide care, including parents and so on and so forth. So let us spread love and light. Dr. Jamie is in the building. Yeah, my. That's all we could say. And sometimes it don't even take that. Just a thought, just a feeling, just a tear, just a lament to send love. I have witnessed a dear friend whose child has cancer, and healing ain't easy. Y'all know that's my mantra. Healing ain't easy, but we do it. We do it. We do it anyhow. We do it scared. We do it with faith. We do it in community. We do it with love. We do it with asking questions in our lament. We do it so that we don't have to do this alone. So if you know of someone who is caring for a child who has cancer, check in on them. Check in. And sometimes the adult or the parent, they don't even know what they need. So just send something, a card, a gift card, a meal, or something that will speak life into their situation and circumstance. Jamie said, facts, healing ain't easy. That was my conversation today. We lean into it even though it's hard. Spiritual synergy. Thank you, beloved, for sharing that. Yeah, we go hard. It ain't easy. Yep. Each of you have watched me almost 8 years fighting for my life every day. Every day. I don't do it by myself. I do it in community. And community includes my family. It includes my caregivers. It includes those that show me unconditional positive regard. It includes those that don't even know me personally, but see my story or hear my story on social media, and it gives them hope, or they then send love and light to me. So this communal healing and coming together as a community to support each other, even when we don't know. Earlier today, I was going to focus on this episode, toxic assumptions, and maybe I'll do that next week, because sometimes we make assumptions and they are toxic, degrading, denigrating, demeaning, harmful, hurtful, because we make assumptions instead of asking the question. Or even if it's none of your business, being able to walk away and say, I don't understand. Removing the ego, because the ego wants you to understand. The ego tells you that you are supposed to know everything and that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it. You don't need an understanding. It's about right and wrong. We'll save that for next week. Yeah, Tammy, toxic assumptions. Yeah, we're going to talk about that next week. But this week, I wanted to talk about limiting beliefs and limitless self. I've been, always full transparency. I don't know why sometimes we say, can I be honest? Well, you should be honest all the time. In full transparency, I have been doing a lot this week, and they're beautiful, beautiful opportunities. I'm creating curriculum for DEI training, creating curriculum for facing racism with Soul to Soul Sisters and the team. I just finished a chapter for a